In the movie Remember the Titans, there's many different examples of how the characters portrayed Christians and the church. Back around the time of Jesus, the followers of Jesus, they tried to um, share the good news of the gospel with non-believers, and they faced a lot of discrimination and adversity trying to do that when the Romans and the high priest did not want them to. For example, Stephen, he was threatened with death, and then he was eventually stoned because he was sharing the gospel. Also, Paul and John were both put in prison at different times and also exiled because of them sharing the gospel. In the movie, some examples, Coach Boone, him being a black coach in Alabama at the time of inequality and some unrest and feelings about black in higher leadership. He faced a lot of adversity in the fact when he was trying to get the team to come together and work together. The white people on the team did not want to work with the black people on the team, and almost all of them left. And that was a struggle for Coach Boone to try and get them all to come back, which he eventually did, and to get them to actually become friends and to work together as a team. Another example is Gary and his relationship with Julius. At first, they discriminated against each other because Gary is white and Julius is black, and they kind of collided because they were playing the same position and they didn't know how to be friends. And also another example is Gary's relationship with his girlfriend Emma. When Gary introduced Julius to Emma, she was very kind of standoffish and didn't want to even shake his hand because he was black, and she felt that Gary shouldn't have been friends with Julius. The other part is questions that were raised after watching the movie. One question is, would people from a time of social inequality react with that level of anger and resistance? And the level of anger and resistance that that you could see in the movie was that they were very upset with the integration. You could see that in the protests that they did, and at one point there was a brick thrown through Coach Boone's window with a nasty note on it, and several people tried to attack him at different points and attack different people. Also, I believe, yes, at this time, it was normal behavior. It was normal for them to get rude comments at them, and it was also normal for younger children to see their parents doing that and basically learn that behavior as normal. I also believe that this would be there because of the change, the new law of the social unrest and the change there, and with integrating the schools, that pushed a lot of people over with their feelings that they thought that this shouldn't be. Another question raised is this still happening today? I believe, yes, it is still happening today, and you can see that in the news. If you turn on the news, you'll see any number of protests going on. One protest that has recently occurred is the Justice for Mike Brown and the Hands Up, Don't Shoot. That is a protest for Mike Brown. He was shot by a cop, and that racism and discrimination there was because they believe that the white cop did not encourage justice because he shot the boy because he was black, and that's their belief. Also, the discrimination is not all the same. You can look around today and ask anyone if in America after 9/11, anyone from the Middle East could be associated with terrorism or Al-Qaeda, or even with 9/11, or even more recently ISIL or ISIS, and that's how discrimination is more popular today.